the things that I've always done and worked on is I treat other people's money as if it's my own.
Yeah.
You'll never go wrong with giving somebody advice, even if that advice is detrimental to your income.
Hi, Pam DuBois with Dream Real Estate TV. Today I have with me Casey Margenau. Casey Margenau with Casey Margenau Fine Homes and Estates. And Casey has been in sales over 30 years, top producer here in Northern Virginia over 29 years, and $3 billion in real estate sales. We are so happy and actually grateful that Casey's taken the time out to be with us today and share this beautiful home in Oakton, Virginia with us.
I'd
Casey,
love to
thank you
share
so
the
much.
home. This home at 11307 Stewart Mill Road. It's in Oakton. It's on a 5-acre lot, back into parkland. It is about 11,000 square feet under roof, 14,000 square feet when you include the verandas.
Okay.
And it is a very unique property, a one of a kind. So it's under construction, so you have to forgive the dust a little bit.
Okay, well, let's just go check out the inside, everybody.
Agents have it wrong. The old way we used to do things is we used to get a listing and then we would market it out to all of the other real estate agents, and then the other real estate agents would bring their buyers in. Today with the internet has changed all that. The consumer is so empowered that they know more about the home that they're looking for than the real estate agent. And in most cases, a lot more, because all the information is there for them on the internet. And so, I mean, I find it so funny because I get buyers that know more about my seller than I do, because I'm not going to be that obtrusive and look into their life and what they did and all that kind of stuff, and they just hired me to sell their home, and that's all I care about. But we try to do the right job. So now the marketing is to market to the consumer, and then the consumer will find a home, and then they'll bring their real estate agent along to purchase it. And they'll help them through the process. That's right. It's more of their transaction person more than the person that finds the home for them anymore. And so we have changed that now. It's more expensive to market that way. It is because you're trying to go out and you're trying to get to that buyer. But with things like the internet and social media and still print advertising, you can reach those people. But print advertising today is just to drive traffic to the internet. And then they find it on the internet, and then they do the research on it, and then they wind up Googling the address to get more information on it. And then we have things like our YouTube videos that we've been doing since 2006 on homes that give them more information, because they're downloading what I know about the home, and the consumer is able to look at that directly from the comfort of their home. And we find that they listen more when they're at home versus when they're in the house. Like this house, you're looking around and there's lots of input coming into you.
Buyers are very savvy in this market, really. They're finding out, like you said, they're finding out everything online before they actually call an agent and go out there and look at the property.
It's not just this area, it's everywhere. And even on all price ranges.
Yeah, on every price range, right? You work a lot with builders. Tell us a little bit about that.
I do. I work with a lot of builders because of our marketing. They see the value, they understand it, and they want to be marketed. And in this area, my name is synonymous with higher end homes, so they get that exposure of the higher end homes. So this house that we're in is a new home being built by Dean Design. They are in the finishing throes of getting all of the final touches on it. It's pretty much done, except for there's always those little last minute things that have to be taken care of to it, tweaking the electrical systems and plumbing systems and floors and things like that.
All the little things of the property. So Casey, when it comes to putting this home together like this, I know this is all your talent as far as the doorknobs, the kitchen knobs and everything. Tell me about your thought process as far as you're going through this.
Well, I help my clients go through some of the selection process, and but it has to be them also, and but if they want me to do it, then I kind of go through and do it as well.
Yeah.
But you start with what's the style of the house.
Okay.
So we kind of started with a kind of French country house because we're sitting on 5 acres in Oakton. We know that our client is going to be someone that goes to probably, this is Madison School District, so it's an awesome school district, but Flint Hills just down the street, Naismiths just up the other way.
Okay.
So there's a lot of great schools that are really close by, and the buyers of homes like this, they're very possibly going to go to one of those.
Right.
So we kind of figure out how we want it to how we want it to live, what kind of style that we want, but then you also have trends that are going on. And so you also want to kind of go with the trends. So you can see that we have black, the rubbed little bronze on a lot of the fixtures, but then when you get into the bathrooms, they changed to chrome. So inside we used chrome knobs on even the doors. And then when we do stuff like this is a marble.
Yeah.
And but even secondary bathrooms in today's world are supposed to be a little nicer and done better. Now this one's done that on steroids because everything's marble or stones or stuff like things like that. I mean, look at these the knobs here, the flowers and the crystals in them.
It's very pretty,
So it matches the crystals in the light fixture. And so we know that this is probably going to be a girl's room. And so we did it in the greens.
Thinking that way.
But it's also done in colors that are kind of flow with the house because the grays are in style. So like the basement level is done in the grays. The main level's done in, it's a gray cross. And then the upstairs is done with a lot more chromes and different colors that match and stay with it. Like the gray room is gray, and then we have a black and white room, and we have a green room, and then we have a funky bathroom. So there, and then the master, which is done in the grays and chromes, and the master closets are to die for, and the master bathroom is nice as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That was a great point. I mean, thinking about who your clientele is that's going to be buying this house. And then also thinking about what's popular and what's going on right now in the market.
The other thing, I like is everywhere you look, it's interesting. So everything has a different look to it, a different style. Everywhere you look, you get something new out of what you're looking at. And I don't want the same old thing that you see in every other house. I don't want it to
customize.
If this is a $5 million house.
Yeah.
So when you get to that level, you don't want your house to be just a bigger production home.
Right.
Which a lot of builders, that's what they do.
Yeah.
And then it's not unique, it's not different.
Yeah.
And with the 2 verandas, so you have outdoor living,
Yeah.
you have patios as well.
Yeah.
So when you have a pool and a patio, setting up the house to be, set up for an elevator.
Yeah.
And, all of these things were done with thinking in advance, so that you could have a unique home.
Okay. So Casey, one of the big questions I have for you, as far as new realtors coming into the business, what would your advice be for a new realtor that's actually coming into business?
Well, obviously, the first thing, when you're first coming into business, you take whatever you can get. I drove all the way to Dale City and sold $100,000 houses when I was, brand new. But, you have to understand your limits of your knowledge. So the very first part is work with those people that are buying their first homes and things like that, because those people will know less than you.
Yeah.
Don't try to sell $1 million home for your first house.
Off the top,
First of all, you're not going to be of the caliber of a person that can handle that type of thing. Normally. Yeah. That doesn't mean every person. That doesn't work for everybody. The other thing is know your product. Ultimately, this is a sales business.
It is.
And you need to know the difference between, DC 98, DC 99, Adams trim, custom trim. What is in a house? What is, when they put in boxes and actually do panel molding. Yeah. If they do raised panel molding, if they're doing just trim on drywall. Right. You need to know these things, the difference between windows. I mean, you could spend, on a house, a regular kind of single family home, you can spend $30,000 worth of windows. You can spend $60,000 worth of windows. You can spend $120,000, $130,000 on windows. You can spend $300,000, $400,000, even $600,000 on windows. So you need to know the differences. Right. When you're first starting out, go to all your home inspections, follow the home inspector around, ask questions, learn about the product. So that you can be knowledgeable. Then you have to also know markets and know areas. One of the things that I pride myself on is when I'm with somebody, I don't need my GPS to find a house. Right. I know where the houses are. Right. I know the areas. Yeah. You may be that last little street. Yeah. But that's far and few between now. Yeah. So you need to know the areas, you need to know the neighborhoods, you need to know pricing, you need to know what's sold, what's available, everything. You have to have a lot of product knowledge, and product is the whole real estate market. Right. You'll get taught the laws, the rules, the real estate code of ethics and things like that. Yeah. But then you also have to live by them. Yeah. And one of the things that I've always done and worked on is I treat other people's money as if it's my own. Yeah. You'll never go wrong with giving somebody advice, even if that advice is detrimental to your income. Right. Because when you take that kind of attitude, it will come back to you in spades. Right, right. The good old golden rule again, do unto others as you would have do unto you. So just follow that and you'll be good all the way through. Yeah. Yeah. And one of the great things too is, on your off days when you're starting off, you're not that busy, drive around the area like you were saying. Go to open houses, check out open houses with different brokers and things like that. So you know the area, you know what's going on with them. When you have listings, go buy often. Yeah. I see real estate agents, they've got a listing. It can go, 3 weeks, they haven't gone by it. Yeah. Real estate agents, unfortunately, leave lights on, leave doors unlocked. Sometimes they don't put up pull a 3-point locking system and the doors blow open. I went into a property I took over from another agent. When I went in the very first time, the basement doors were wide open, leaves were coming in the house.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, but it happens a lot.
Yeah.
So can you tell us one of your best experiences that you've had? You've probably had many of them.
Yeah, I've had it. I'll just tell you about somebody recently.
Okay.
This lady calls me up
Okay.
and she says, I want you to come over and talk to me about listing my parents' home.
Okay.
And she said she was from Hawaii.
Okay.
And she had met me at an open house 25 years ago.
Wow, that's amazing.
And she remembered me, and she called another realtor by mistake, thinking it might have been me because it had the same name.
Okay.
And then said, "Oh, you're not that person." And then found me and called me up and had me list her home. And matter of fact, I've got 3 offers on it.
Wow,
right now.
see,
So
that's amazing.
It's awesome when you have somebody that you made a good enough impression on
25
years ago.
That is awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate your time. Casey Margenau from Casey Margenau Fine Homes and Estates. He spent some time sharing some great information with us today, and we're so thankful that you've taken the time out to be with us. Casey, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for letting me be along here. If somebody wants to really find out more about the property, we're actually going to be doing a full photo shoot here tomorrow, and I'll be doing a YouTube video on it. On any home that I have, you can go to YouTube, just put in the address, and you'll be able to learn a lot about the house because we go through and do a walking tour of the house and explain all of the things that are important and things that you want to know about every home. But, truthfully, I just want to say I really think it's very good of you to spend your time educating other people, other professionals in our industry about the industry, about what's different, what's new, educating these younger agents. I think it's a great thing. It's very admirable, and
thank you so
I'm
much.
very happy to support what you're doing.
Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Again, thank you, Casey Margenau, everybody, and we look forward to sharing more with you soon.